Howdy howdy, this is Crazy Grinding back again with an arena cutoff video for Marvel Contest of Champions. Today I cover my thoughts on round 1 predictions for the new 2018 Reflection Crystal arenas as well as the 4-star basic Wasp arena. So first thing I like to do is categorize any new arenas to past arenas, as that allow me to kind of figure out what group to look at to do my trend analysis. And when it comes to the yearly reflection crystals, just not a lot of instances of when we've done this. Really, it's just once a year at the end of the year. I do have some of the 2017 numbers to look at, and we'll take a look at that shortly. But to be clear, when you only have a handful of samples, it's not a very predictive model or predictive trend analysis we're going to be doing. So keep that in mind for all of these predictions for sure. But at least for the 4-star basic Wasp arena, I mean, at least there's some plenty of past examples to look at, and really there's 3 types of basic arenas: low interest, medium interest, and high interest. And I think that Wasp is going to fit squarely in the high interest camp. So speaking of the 4-star basic high interest past results, here are a handful of them, with Void at 3.3, Proxima at 3 million, Corvus 3.8, Infinity Man and Infinity War at 3, Infinity Man, Iron Man Infinity War at 3.96 million. I think Wasp is going to be more in that Void Proxima range versus Corvus or higher, but just to show you kind of the range that's in with that high interest champs. So when it comes to the actual reflection crystals, though, so like I said, the only really past history we have is looking, a year ago, looking at 2017 at the reflection crystals there, and you can see on the left-hand side a list of all the round 1 results for new champs in the 4-star feature arena. And you can see there was that steady increase, but then when the 2017 reflection crystal came, that nosedived a bit, a little bit under, to kind of like the yearly average. Then what I did want to take a look at as well, did it compare better to the old feature champs at the time? And when I looked at the old 4-star feature champs, that would be the graph on the right, you can see that that's not the case as well. It was actually higher. So it looked like that last year for the 4-star feature reflection crystal, anywhere it fell in between the where the highest, where the trend was going with the new champs compared to where the trend was going for the low champs. It was kind of in between the two there. When we looked at the 3-star feature, saw the same thing really, and even almost a bigger nosedive between new champs in the 3-star feature arena versus old champs in the 3-star feature arena. So again, higher than the old, but lower than the average that we were seeing for new champs. So I'm keeping all of this information in mind when I come up with my predictions for round 1. And just to kind of give you a quick sense, here's kind of looking at the year results for the 4-star feature this year. Keeping in mind that, the 5-star feature arena was added throughout the year, so keep that in mind too. But you can see it's kind of been up and down with 10 million, starting, I should say, on the right or left-hand side with new champs anyway. It's been kind of up and down with 10 million kind of being the average. Closer to 6 million was the lowest, but more recently we're seeing some above 14 million for some of the better new champs added to the game. Then we look at the old champs. You can see that that for the most part there's been this steady increase, but yeah, there's been some variation as well. So before I jump into my predictions, what I do want to look at is the poll. I typically throw a poll up because I really do appreciate the community's input on various arenas as I get ready for my round 1, doing my round 1 prediction. In this case, I asked the community for your all's thoughts on the 4-star Wasp arena. And you can see that everybody, well, first of all, 574 of you took the time to vote, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Out of those 574, 52% of you, over 50%, feel that she's going to fall in that 3 to 3.5 range. Clearly in the high interest zone, but more on the floor versus in the average or on the ceiling kind of that range. When I looked at a lot of the comments for folks who took the time to provide those, and thank you very much for the folks who did, I think Nye captures a lot of what for people that, were in that 3 to 3.5 range, where he says she will struggle to break 3 million because she is such a glass canyon and will mostly be used for synergy support. So everybody recognizes, yeah, sure, she hits pretty hard, but she has slow hit points, so she can go down pretty quickly, but she's also good on the synergy side. For those folks that maybe voted higher, Light Saber Vacation, easy for me to say, had a good point around. I'm fairly certain a lot less people will go after the feature crystals. It only gives you a chance and doesn't give you a specific champ. So the Wasp Arena may be higher. So I think Light Saber Vacation made the point that, you know, maybe people don't go after, you know, like a new champ and those the crystals just because there's a chance you may not get the champ you want. There's a couple duds in there. Sure, there's some great champs, but there's not guaranteed a top tier chance if you go after those crystals. So I think what Light Saberification is saying here is that because of that, we're going to see that cutoff go higher for the 4-star basic guaranteed Wasp champ, or I should say Wasp Arena. So considering all of this, considering all that trend analysis and past data we were just looking at, here's my thoughts for round 1, starting first with the veterans bracket. For the round 1 cutoffs, I think we're looking at $55 million for the 5-star feature Reflection Crystal. I think we're looking at $10 million for the 4-star feature. I think we're looking at $3.2 million for the 4-star basic Wasp Arena cutoff. And then I think we're looking at $950,000 for that 3-star feature Reflection Crystal cutoff. So, you know, with these cutoffs, I try to be within 5 to 10%. And that's when I got a ton of good trend data to look at. I feel comfortable. I'm really not feeling so great about these predictions when it comes to the reflection crystals, just because there's not a lot of past data to base this off of, just really that 1 year's worth of results, which is nowhere close to help the accuracy of any kind of trend analysis. So bear that in mind. With that being the case, I always do like to give a grind target as well. Maybe this is oversufficient, undersufficient. It's hard to exactly say given these reflection once a time a year crystals, but anyway, I'm going to throw that out there anyway. $58 million if you want a better chance of getting that 5-star feature crystal, $12 million for the 4-star feature, 3.6 if you want to make sure you got a good chance of getting Wasp, and 1.1 million for improving your odds on getting, or I should say improving your chances on getting that 3-star feature crystal. So these are my thoughts for the veterans bracket. When it comes to the lower brackets, I don't have a ton of data, but I do have some recent data thanks to a couple folks in the community who continue to provide me the beginner results. Thank you very much to everyone doing that. So keeping that in mind, here are my thoughts for the beginners bracket, meaning you got a brand new account up to 30 days. 3-star feature, you're looking at 245, 4-star basic 750, 4-star feature around 900,000. Now for the intermediate bracket, meaning your account's been open for 31 to 60 days, for the 3-star feature, looking around for 550,000, 4-star basic 1.1 million, and the 4-star feature 1.1 million as well. So basically, these are my thoughts for all of the brackets, all of the cutoffs for round 1 for the Reflection Crystals and the 4-star basic Wasp Arena. We'd love to hear your thoughts, or if you have any questions, throw it on down in the comment section. Be happy to discuss them with you there. And other than that, if you like this video, would really appreciate if you click that thumbs up button. If you like this and other videos I have on the channel, would really appreciate a subscribe. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and have a great day.